Hey guys, it's me Tiago from Freestyle Skater, and today I'm gonna compare fitness skates to freestyle skates. Before we start, I'd like to tell you that I'm not currently in France, I'm in Angola. So, there are many types of inline skates: recreational, speed, aggressive, freeride, freestyle, and a few others. Beginners usually start with recreational/fitness skates, and I know some people ask themselves, what's the difference between recreational skates and other categories? In this case, we'll compare them to freestyle skates. Recreational skates have been built for people who want to discover inline skating, who want to know what it feels to have wheels under your feet. I know you know what I'm talking about. You know that feeling of freedom, where you forget all your problems. So good. These skates are built to make you have the smoothest, pleasing experience, so the brands make sure these skates are comfortable for the skater. For that, they make quite wide liners, flexible cuffs, soft wheels, we'll get to that in a moment. But they have a huge lack in performance. On the other hand, freestyle inline skates have been built for performance. This is where you'll start to hear things such as power transfer, stiffness, carbon fiber, customization. These type of skates have been made to be the most precise possible, so you generally have much stiffer boots and frames, and they are super close to your feet, so when you're skating, your feet are perfectly locked into place, no slippage. They are mostly used by intermediate to pro skaters, just like Igor from Seba with his signature skates. Man, they look so dope, I'd love to test them. Now let's take a closer look at both of these skates. I'll compare the Fila Master Wave with my main skates, the Seba High Light Carbon. Puto! The Fila has a soft boot with a plastic base and 3 locking options: the cuff buckle, 45-degree strap, and standard laces. It also has a super flexible plastic cuff that's not removable. And the Seba has a semi-soft boot with multi-layer carbon fiber base with 4 locking options: the metal cuff buckle, the 45-degree micro ratchet buckle or power strap, a toe strap that's amazingly helpful when doing wheelings, and standard laces that I replaced with elastic laces, because I'm a lazy dude who doesn't like to lace my skates. And for the cuff, you have a very rigid plastic one inspired by the carbon cuff from the top of the line Igor skates. I'd love to compare the Igors to the Highlight Carbon. For the ventilation, the Fila is very well ventilated. You can see the vents almost everywhere on the boot to keep your feet dry. Again, like I said, with fitness skates, the brands want to make super comfortable skates. And for the Seba, which is made for performance, I'm happy to find several ventilation spots on these skates. Like the 2 iconic white vents on the toe, you can easily recognize the height category by these 2 vents on the front. You also have additional vents on the positive and negative part of the boot as well. In terms of protection, the Fila has a few plastic parts on the front of the skates to prevent damaging them. They are super small and non-replaceable, but at least they are here. The freestyle skates take it to another level. You have abrasive pads on both sides of your foot and even on the front. Yes, on the front. You can rarely find freestyle skates with abrasive pads on the front. And the most useful abrasive pads on these skates are replaceable. You can even customize them with different colors. And same thing for the cuff and power strap. Frame. This is where you'll see the biggest differences between these 2 types of skates. The fitness skates aren't really meant to be tuned or customized, so you're stuck with what you got. Some fitness skates come with plastic or metal frames that are not really meant to be removed. Whereas freestyle skates, on the other hand, are fully customizable. You can pair them with any frame you want, even with different brands. Just make sure it's the good mounting. And you can also tune the position of the frames. For example, with my skates or almost all of the skates from Seba, you have several mounting slots so you can have the perfect position when skating or doing tricks. Freestyle skates usually have super stiff frames, and the combination of stiff boot and stiff frames makes you have an incredibly high power transfer. Removing and mounting the wheels is also much easier and faster on freestyle skates, because you only have 1 axle per wheel, compared to the 2 axles per wheel you usually find on fitness skates. So I spoke a lot about the stiffness and performance of freestyle skates. So much in fact that they don't seem to be comfortable at all, right? If you asked me this question a few years ago, I would say freestyle skates are not comfortable. But nowadays things have changed. We managed to associate comfort to performance. So there's another reason to choose freestyle skates over fitness skates. Now comes another question. Are fitness skates actually good for beginners? I'll give you my honest opinion in another video, so stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to subscribe and give a like, please. Can this video get 300 likes? Also, please help me making skating more popular by sharing these videos to your friends. You can change everything. Think about it. Alright guys, see you in the next episode.